Good af- Hello friends, myself Suresh Shirpatrao Kamble, Senior Lecturer in Electronic Department, Government Polytechnic Ahmednagar. Today we will discuss on mobile communication systems. Learning objectives of today's presentation. Students will be able to understand different mobile standards, different mobile communication systems available in the world, learning about the working of cordless communication system, learning about the cellular telephone system. Contents of today's presentations: mobile standard charts, cordless telephone system, block diagram working, cellular telephone system, block diagram working, and lastly we are seeing the advantage disadvantage of system. These charts will shows the different wireless telecom system standards available all over the world. The chart shows the all standards classified with respect to multiple access, CDMA, TDMA, FDMA. With respect to standards also, with respect to generations, first generation, second generation, 2.5 generation, 3G and onwards. In first generations, AMPS mobile standards are generally used. The nomenclatures and full form of these all standards we see in next slide. CT01 and NMT. In second generations, in FDMA, CT2 standard are used. In TDMA access, the standards are IS-136, DAMPS, GSM, PDC, and in CDMA, IS-95 standards are used. We are, for our syllabus concern, we next slides we can see detail about the GSM, and 2G onwards we are using the all digital communications. In 2.5G the standards are slightly changed, that is GPRS, age. 2.5G is generally specifically purpose for us network internet purposes. We already said we are in full forms of this standard we can see in next slides. In 3G the standards are again modified, then names also changed. DECT, IMTFT in terms of FDMA, in TDMA, IMTSC, IS-136HS, UWC 136, in terms of CDMA, IMT, International Mobile Telecom Systems, Ultra FDD, WCDMA. These all standards we are seeing in our settings of our mobile phones. We already say the full form of this all standard. AMPS stand for Advanced Mobile Phone System. DECT, AMPS is the first generation standard. DECT, Digital Enhanced Cordless Telephone. Second generation. NMT, first generation standard. Nordic Mobile Telephone. PDC, Personal Digital Cellular. IMT, third generation standards. International Mobile Telecommunications. GPRS 2.5G standards. General Packet Radio Service, it's specifically used for data transmission purposes. Age, enhanced data rates for GSM evolution. In all our mobiles, at the right side corners, we are seeing the capital E. That capital E stands for the age. Otherwise, sometimes we can see G, E, H. Nowadays, we are seeing in our mobile that is 4G. UMTS, Universal Mobile Telecommunication Systems. EVDO, Evolution Data Optimizer. EVDV, Evolution Data and Voice Standards. UTRA, UMTS, Terrestrial Radio Access. The standard we are using in our fourth generations. In previous slides we are discussing about the standards. In these slides onwards we are seeing the different mobile wireless systems available all over the world. This basic first wireless system, mobile wireless system. Mobile means the device which can vary from one area to another area, that is called mobile, we can say. That is cordless telephone systems. Everyone knows about the cordless telephone system. These telephone systems we are using in a landline terms. Here it is a full duplex communication system that use radio to connect a portable handset to a dedicated base station, which is then connected to a dedicated telephone line with a specific telephone number on the public switched telephone networks. It is likely a landline phone, but here the cordless is the phone which is directly connected with the base station. That's what is called, named as a cordless telephone systems. This is there are two images. We can say two images, but first one is the image of cordless phones that is majorly used in our nowadays. It is lapped due to the popularity of mobile phones, and bottom figure shows the general block diagram of cordless telephone system. It is the main parts in the cordless telephone system is PSTN, and the next is the base station and cordless handset. With the help of cordless handset, it's communicate with the base station, and the base station gives the signal from the landline wire line, that is which is connected to the PSTN. The working of the cordless telephone: the handset receives the radio signal from the base, converts it to an electrical signal, and sends that signal to the speaker, where it is converted into the sound you hear. The base receives your voice signal, converts it to an electrical signal, and sends that signal through the phone line to the other party. We already know that the base station requires the battery. Battery life of cordless telephone is about 1 to 2 years. Sometimes it is a rechargeable battery also providing to the cordless telephones. The next wireless telephone system available all over the world, and is more popular than cordless telephone, that is called cellular phone system. It is generally called as cell phone or mobile phone system. The introduction of cellular phone system is: cellular telephone system is different than previously studied systems, that is landline phone, cordless phone. Here major transmission medium is air instead of wires, as in the analog and digital systems. In previous, all systems required wire transmission. In cell phone, majorly transmission are with the help of air as a medium. In cellular systems, signal from mobile unit, that is we can call as cell phone, to base station is transmitted by radio waves through the air instead of metallic wires. Cellular concepts solve major problem in connection and coverage capacity. With the help of cell phone, the coverage capacity is lot of increased in terms of previous wireless system that we are using in a previous long era. This is the basic block diagram of cellular telephone systems. You see the pentagon shape that is called as cell. The structure of this, it will look like a cell. They are interconnected with each other. That's why it is called as cell phone. So they are called as cellular telephone systems. All cell which is consist of one base stations, or we can say towers. These all cells or all base stations connected to the MTSO, mobile telephone switching office, and the MTSO is connected to the PSTN or telephone central office, public switched telephone network. Through that PSTN or telephone central office, the connection provided to the MTSO, and through the MTSO control the all base stations in that particular area. Due to the such structures, this telephone system is called as cellular telephone systems. Next lecture we can see the detail about the working of the cell phone. We already said the area or city is divided into number of cells, and each cell required the base stations. If a user means we can say mobile phone, within a particular cell, the call is handled by the corresponding base station within that call. If a user in a particular cell call to the another person, the call will be handled within the base station which is situated in that cell. The base station transmit the signal to the mobile switching center. It is also called as MTSO or MSC, mobile switching center, which switches the signal to the PSTN depending destination of the all call. As a user move from one cell to another cell, this is called as a handover to the base station of other cell. Suppose the user move when a call coming, and so user move from one cell to another cell, that time the connections directly transmitted from one cell's base station to another cell base station. The call does not get disconnected till the coverage area. If the signals get low, that time sometime the call may be get disconnected. Advantage and disadvantage of cellular telephone system. The major advantage in a cellular telephone system, we already said, it increases the capacity. Smaller the size of cell, more the number of concurrent users that use cells do not allow for more concurrent users. That's why due to cellular phone, number of users are increased. Less transmission power, huge cell require greater transmission power than small cells. Somewhat disadvantage are local interference only, robustness, no doubt infrastructure is needed, handover needed. The handover means the call get transmitted from one cell base station to another base stations. Frequency planning is also needed, that we can see in our next lectures. Thank you. Thank you once again. You are patiently listening my lectures. Thank you.